Today we're 3D printing, assembling and customizing an AK-19 assault rifle, with the twist being that it's a little mini gun, and it can be fully assembled with no glue, and you can also customize it with different attachments like suppressors, different sights, all that kind of stuff. All the files are free and they're designed by Militech. You'll find links in the description below if you want to give this a go yourself, and you'll find many different weapons as well that you can 3D print, and they're all on the same scale. So you can customize and change parts out on all of them. So it's just fun. And we'll start with the lower receiver. We've got our trigger, we've got our grip, we've got also a mag release button, and we've got our magazine as well. It even has a satisfying click when you actually put it in. I will say though, we've printed this out in resin today, but this is designed to actually print in PLA, so you should have no issue making this yourself at home. And as you can see, I'm having a bit of issue putting this together. That's because we have resin. The tolerances are a lot closer. And as such, we got to really whack it in. But if this is printed in PLA, you're going to have no problems putting it together. And I think it also looks really good. There's so many models you can go download, from pistols to assault rifles to snipers and all kinds of different scopes and stuff. So you can really play around and customize it to your heart's content. You can make something like you've got in, say, Tarkov or stuff like that. And of course, you can do it in any colors, or even make it in many colors so it looks like someone slapped together a weapon during the apocalypse or something. And then I will say the only issue I had was the mag release button, and it's purely because there's not great instructions with this, and you really want to put the mag release button upside down, because it looks like it should probably be upside down, but when you put it the correct way in, then you realize how it interacts with the magazine, and then you're off to the races after that. And that's the only thing I think you're going to potentially get a little bit of a hiccup here. So if you follow how it looks here in this video, you'll get this mag release in no problem. And it really does hold the mag in very well. And also initially I had this in as a resin part too, but it just didn't have the flex needed to get it in and over the two little bumps inside to connect it. So I reprinted that in PLA, so we had the flexibility to get it in there. We've also got a working slide here too. So of course this will go back and forward with the band, and a really nice little addition you can fidget with. I like anything when it comes to 3D prints that has an element of fidgetiness to it, and they can be the most complicated print or something like this, which is a lot simpler, and it just feels nice to mess around with it. Now I think with resin here, I'm probably not going to get it moving too freely, but it's still cool. Then we've got this. This would be, I think, for changing your rate of fire in the real thing. And this actually just whacks on, and then it'll rotate up and down really quite easily. Then we're going to assemble the stock here, and this is where I made a mistake. I went ahead and glued these three pieces up, thinking, hey, that'd be cool. You don't need to, of course, glue this. It was only later I realized, wait a minute, this is supposed to go in and actually lock the whole thing together. So if I'd done that first, I wouldn't have needed glue, and I wouldn't have printed off a part I didn't end up using. So don't make the same mistake I did. Then the stock goes on the back just like that. And then we've got the barrels and all the different attachments for the front. So this just simply slides on. And then initially I put this on the wrong way. So it fits either way around. So I'm thinking, that looks right. But then I was like, wait a minute, I better go check the instructions again. And indeed, this actually needs to be flipped the other way around. And you can see I'm having a bit of difficulty, and I realize, yeah, that does not go that way around. So it goes on like this. And you'll notice that top part when I'm just kind of poking through that rectangle hole, and then we've got it installed. That looks really good. You've then got kind of the compensator to go on the front here, but we're not going to install that because we're going to put on a suppressor, which is one of the modular options you can also download and install. And these are great because you can print them off and then you can put them on different weapons from the same maker. So you can go ahead and have all these different attachments that you can just go ahead and print off once and then use them on all these different weapons that you print off after that. So you can have a whole arsenal of attachments for your arsenal of weapons that you end up printing. And then we have our dust cover. So this slides on at the back, and then the front has a piece that's going to kind of slot in and connect it all up, and this will lock it in place. Very tough to do with this resin print, but once you get this in here, it's really on quite solid and works out pretty damn well. And it's really starting to come together and look like our assault rifle, and I'm loving the overall details of this. So we'll go ahead and slap in our magazine. You will actually hear the click from that later when we get to the final reveal. But this thing looks brilliant. The only thing left now is to go ahead and put together our suppressor. This is brilliant. Again, no glue, 3 different parts here, a little piece that goes in, so you can pin it off on, of course, different colors. And then you have this, which I think it looks like I'm screwed it on backwards, but actually that is the correct way. And then we have our suppressor that then goes on the front. And this just looks so good. And that means we're only missing one thing now, and that is some sort of sight for our build. So I've decided to go with the very traditional holographic. There is a few different sights to choose from. You've got other red dots, you've got an ACOG and sniper scopes. And I will say you probably do want to do a little bit of glue in here with this one, because you've got a little kind of screw head that you want to glue in place. Otherwise, I think it probably will fall off. And the housing itself connects on with a couple of clips, but you may want to add a little bit of glue there as well, up to yourself. And then we're going to go ahead and attach this. There is a piece you put underneath the holographic which actually helps it to connect into the rail at the top, so it'll work with all these different prints. But listen to this. I love that. So this is our now almost fully assembled. We've got to add our sight, got to add our suppressor, and we are now done. And I love this. So I think we'll probably print off a few more of these in the future and build up a little bit of an arsenal and more attachments. But yeah, it looks really, really good. Absolutely gorgeous and very fun to build. Looks really cool. Less fidgety because it is kind of so small. But other than that, it is just brilliant. Well done by the original designer.